Are you struggling to break into UX because you think you lack relevant job experience? Now, whether you're fresh out of college or transitioning your career, landing your first UX role can feel intimidating, especially when you're unsure how to showcase your skills to potential employers. The good news? You likely already have valuable experiences that can help you get started in UX. Today, I'll show you how to tap into these skills you've gained from past roles and guide you through a structured approach to highlight these connections. Here's a 5-step guide that will help you turn your existing experience into a strong foundation for your UX career. First, consider which skills the job you're applying to requires. Go through the job description and write down the key skills the job is asking for. You can focus on hard skills like user research, prototyping, or data analysis. But you should also consider soft skills like cross functional collaboration, problem solving, or time management. Second, rank these skills according to their importance to the job. You may not have all the details to create a perfect ranking, but use what information you do have and make reasonable assumptions where needed. The goal of this exercise is to help you identify which skills to highlight on your resume and in job interviews, so that you can focus on what will make the biggest impact. Third, start with the top skill on your list. Think about a past project or job you've had and ask yourself how it connects to this particular skill. For example, if you've identified user research as the most important skill for the job you're pursuing, break it down. What does user research actually involve? For example, one key aspect is conducting user interviews. Now look back at your previous roles to see how you can showcase your experience connected to this skill. Ask yourself, when have you engaged with users, customers, or stakeholders to understand their goals, needs, or challenges? Maybe you worked in sales, where you had to effectively communicate with clients to identify their needs and tailor your pitch accordingly. Or perhaps you worked in the service industry, like a restaurant server, where you had to effectively communicate to understand guests' expectations, whether they were looking for a quick, affordable meal or a more elaborate dining experience. Once you've identified a past activity or experience that aligns with the required skill, use the STAR method to clearly structure your experience. Start by detailing the situation or challenge you faced, followed by the task or responsibility you had in the scenario. Then, explain the actions you took to address the challenge, and finally describe the results, the outcome of your efforts. This method will help you articulate your experience effectively and demonstrate how it relates to the specific skill you've identified. Let's look at an example of how to apply STAR. Let's go back to showcasing your relevant experience of conducting user interviews. You already thought about a past experience where you effectively communicated with users or customers. But now I want you to get very specific. What challenges did you face during those conversations? What steps did you take to overcome them? What was the outcome, and what key insights or takeaways did you gain from the experience? Being able to analyze and communicate these experiences in a structured way during an interview shows that you're not only familiar with the skill, but also understand its importance for the job you're applying to. This approach highlights your self awareness and ability to learn from past experiences, qualities that recruiters value highly in a candidate. For more information on the STAR method, check out this video. Now that you've applied this process to the most important skills for the job, repeat it for the next skill on your list. You can continue this for as many or as few skills as needed. Just remember, the more past experiences you connect to required skills, the better you'll become at articulating these connections, the more confident you'll be in demonstrating how your background aligns with the role, and the more prepared you'll be for any unexpected questions or shifts during a job interview. Following this 5-step process not only prepares you for a successful job interview, but also allows you to tailor your resume and place a greater emphasis on your experiences that connect to the key skills you identified. Once you start realizing the wealth of experiences you might have from previous jobs, and start structuring them so that you can share them with recruiters, you'll be a big step closer to landing your first UX job.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of our UX videos, take a look at these over here and consider subscribing to our channel. On our website, nngroup.com, you can access our free library of over 2,000 articles. You can also register for one of our UX courses that offer live, hands-on UX training.